Hi everyone, I want to share with you today some Google searching tips and tricks. This is the second lesson in the series on Google for the summer. Make sure you check out our YouTube channels for more technology videos. Each week through the month of June, I will be touching on a Google subject, so make sure you check back on Tuesdays and Thursdays to find that information if you're interested in learning more about Google. So with Google, well, of course, where do you go to search? So if you're using Chrome, Google will be your default browser. So you just type in Google and then you go there and you will type in your keyword or whatever term that you would like to search, and then you hit the enter button. They also have on there a lot of times it says I'm feeling lucky, and if you click that, it'll give you the very first result in the search instead of searching down through a whole bunch of them. So here are some search strategies that I want to share with you. When you're searching for something specifically, use keywords. You don't necessarily need to type in an entire sentence to find something. So say I'm looking for some things from my office. So if I just type office supplies and I hit Google search, it'll give you the most popular results first. You don't really need any fancy language to search. As far as understanding your search results, a lot of times, if you can see here where the first arrow is, when I search the office supplies, one of the first things that comes up is an advertisement right here. That's of course how they can make money, is through ads. So if you see that little green box and ad, a lot of times the first one will be an advertisement that comes up. If you are searching a term with a product, a lot of times it will give you a map of the closest location that has the item that you're searching for. And it'll even give you some local businesses listed. But if you go down further, like I'm looking for office supplies, it'll give you Office Depot will be the first one. That's the actual website for the item. So that's where you can get more information without having an ad. So you see Staples paid for the ad, that's why they're first, and then Office Max and Office Depot comes up next in the search. Also, you can see up here in the top right where it says shop on Google. Google also has a way to shop through Google. They will a lot of times put that advertisement in there too, because they would like you to click on that to see what they have. So if you're looking for a specific type of content, you can narrow it down to search specifically for that item rather than having to go through all of this different information to find what you want. As you can see here, it has millions of searches right here. I just typed in dog, which is very, very general. And then in 0.70 seconds, they got this, there's millions of results. And it's not narrowed down. It's very broad and general. Dog, of course, see all different kinds, and you can see news stories, and then pet finder, adoptions, anything, because it's not narrowed down to something specific. That is with the all button at the top. So say I wanted to find just images, you could click on images to find the images, or just videos of dogs, news, shopping, if you need dog supplies. There's more settings, and then tools, and I'll go into these more in the next. With the all tab, of course, you can see from this screenshot, it's everything, all the results of everything. And then you kind of get a few previews of what some information might be that you want to read. And I'll show you how to narrow this down further. So say you type in images and you just type in dogs. Of course, as you can see from this picture, you have all different types of dogs. There's nothing specific about them. But you can narrow it down even further by size, color, usage rights, types, times, and even more tools by clicking on them. So if you go to your browser, under the tools, up at the top, you'll find tools. And when you click that, you can change. It gives you this other little drop-down box first, you can see here. You can change the size here first. You can change it by large, medium, an icon, larger, or exactly. You can change it by color. So say you want just pictures of all brown dogs or purple dogs, whatever. If you click that, it will narrow your search down by color. You can narrow it down by usage rights. Say it's something that you want to reuse. If you have not filtered by license, that will be the most pictures that you would find. You can, but if you want to reuse it for something, some are labeled reuse with modification, labeled for reuse, non-commercial, and non-commercial reuse. So you can determine the usage rights, how you want to use the picture. You can narrow it down to the type. So if you want just the face of a dog, you could click face, and it will just show you all the faces. If you want to do a photo, clip art, line drawing, animated. And then also you can narrow that down under this tools to time. So say you want to see pictures that were in the last 24 hours, you can click that and you can see which ones are uploaded then. You could go by week, month, year, or you can even do a custom range if you want to. There are more tools that you can choose with all results. It will show all sizes of pictures. So it's really nice using that little tool button up there on your browser that gives you this drop down here, gives you an extra one to narrow things down. So if you have something specific you're looking for, you can narrow it down that way without actually having to type more information in. When you're using the video button at the top, I still have the dogs in there. If you just click on the video, it will show you the websites that include videos of the topic that you're looking for. There are YouTube. YouTube is owned by Google, so of course the YouTube videos will show up first. So as you can see here, this one's a National Geographic, but the YouTube one, there's a lot of YouTube in here. So you can narrow it down that way. And then you can also filter it out by news. So it will show you, this one is the newest one that was posted by the news, and it goes down by hours and then by dates. You can filter it out. And then the shopping tab at the top, you can do online shopping, and it'll give you recommendations for whatever you type in your search. So it said you're looking for dog toys, adoption, shoes, and it'll ask you what you're looking for. And then you can even sort it out here from low to high price, and you can even make a list on Google after you've gone through what you're looking for. If you want to look for items that are nearby, you can choose that, show only location items here, or if it you can go by price, or even the place that's selling you can look for. So there's lots of ways to narrow things down through Google. There's also a tab at the top for books. So if I click on the books tab, it will open up here, and if there's an ebook available, it will tell you where you can buy certain books. But if it's a Google book, it will show up here like this, and you can skim through it. If it's something that's free for you to watch on Google, not watch, but read through Google Play, that'll be available. If you want to change your search here, you could put it in here and click it, and it will show you. So it will give you the option of being able to purchase these online, or if it's something free like this, you could add to your library and be able to read it for free later. And then under the books, you have the tab that is available to go back to see your library, right down here at the bottom, and then your history. The other tab at the top is Maps. With the maps, you can do a round trip to see how far it is away. You can also do a round trip being able to look for flights. You can pinpoint information on a map and be able to look at. So there, as you can see here, there's lots of options that are built in. I'm not going to really go into Google Maps because I'll go into that later with another session, but that will come up and you can do Google Flights and then get information about a place that you're interested in flying into. I also the other tab up there is Finance. I just put that here on the bottom. You can get finance information for the day if you click on that, and to be able to see what's happening on the NASDAQ. And then your search tab settings I've gone through all of these across the top here under the More, and that's where the maps and things are. But you have your search settings right here. You have languages. You can turn on a safe search. If you have a younger child and they're using your device, you can turn on that safe search so it filters out inappropriate content. You can hide results. There's an advanced search, so you can search more thoroughly. You can see your search activity, your data in the search, and then there's even a help setting if you need it. So under the settings there, that's where you can change some of these things if that's necessary for what you need. Here's the advanced search that I was talking about. If you click that, you have to enter in a keyword, and then you can put in an exact word or phrase. So I put in vacation package at Costa Rica. And then as far as specific words, I put discount or deal, and I don't want a cruise but just a vacation. So you can narrow it down very specific to the search, and then you can even put dollar amounts if you're looking for something like that to narrow it down. And once you do that, you can even narrow it down even further here by language, region, and update. If there's a specific website you might be interested in, certain terms, file type, safe surf usage rights. So there's a lot of things that you can narrow down with that advanced search to be able to, if you're like getting frustrated, you can't find things, use the advanced search, and it will give you specific things over here to put in here. So if you're like, I can't remember what it's supposed to be, it'll give you a little hint on what to put in there. So that's a nice way also to narrow down searching. To refine your search, you to exclude certain words in there, you can put a minus in front of it. For example, you want cookie recipes, but you don't want chocolate cookies. You just want cookie recipes. So you would put cookie recipes minus chocolate, and it will not give you chocolate in your search results. If you want something that's very specific, using the exact words or phrases, you will use the quotation marks. For example, I put in sugar cookies. I only want sugar cookie recipes. It will narrow it down only for sugar cookie recipes. So having those two little things there is very helpful. When you have a broad thing, like earlier I had the dogs, if I would have put, a certain type of dog, like beagle dogs in quotation, it would have only gave me beagle dogs. So it's nice having that refining, that you can use those little shortcuts there for that. Here are a couple other things that Google will do for you. It's pretty cool to know these things. You can convert measurement currencies. You can calculate anything by just typing it in there. You can get definitions of things, the time, sports, sunrise and sunset in different locations, track packages, locate earthquake activity, and get real-time stock quotes. So all you have to do is type those specific things in here for measurements. It's nice to do that. I will do that sometimes if I'm trying to figure out measurements for cooking. I will type that in there and do it. Another thing I do if I have a missed phone call and I don't know who it is, sometimes I will just type that phone number in there and it'll give me information about who called. So those are kind of little shortcuts that you can type in to know, find out more information. Just a quick review on this cheat sheet. Remember to keep it simple. Use keywords and phrases. Take suggestions. Google, when you type something in, it's very nice. They give you like 4, maybe close to 8 suggestions of what you're doing instead of having to type it all in. It's kind of a little bit of a shortcut. Try different search terms if you can't find what you're looking for. Exclude words with the minus if you need to. Use exact phrases with the quotation marks to find certain things. And then to view different results, you can click across the top with your images, maps, news articles, and other options for your search tools like I showed you to narrow it down by that type of thing. So I hope this was helpful. I hope you learned something that will help you in your Google searching to make it easier and better for you. And don't forget that daily I have tech time from 9 to 12. If you go to the library website and you click on Tech Help, it will give you the Zoom link that you can directly click on and join me live. So if you have tech questions, you can join me that way. Everybody take care, and I will see you again next week. Thanks.